Welcome, Igobasi Chris from Mind Boost TV. Today I'm going to be sharing 3 top important reasons why I said paid job or over dependence on paid job is a poison that kills a society. Number 1 reason is that your life is restricted. Your life is what? Is restricted. Mind you, you're working under a boss and you're working under a government. You don't have a time of your own. The boss determines what you do. I said earlier that you are working at a stipulated what time. You work for either 8 to 4 or 9 to 5. And if you do the kind of jobs that we do, sometimes you go for 24 hours. You work at night or morning. Your time, you don't have a time of your own. You can't live to your full potential because your whole time has been restricted to a certain level. And mind you, the most important asset in man that we have as human is what? Is time. Because we all have just 24 hours in a day, and it determines how you make use of that your 24 hours. So if you are over dependent on paid jobs, your life is what? Is restricted.
Yeah, I made this video this morning because of the nature of what happened today. I told you if you're working for someone, number 1, you don't have what a time for yourself. I was already dressed for church this morning, but a call came that we have to leave our base to the headquarters, and we're leaving now. As you can see, all of us were set to leave. We're going back to the headquarters at Owerri, and you can see my colleagues back there because of what happened this morning. The essence of this, I'd already shot this video, but because of the nature of what happened today, it's very significant to what I'm talking about. That's why I need to bring in this clip. If you're working for a boss, if you're under somebody, you don't have a time of your own. Your time is restricted. Just as in the meantime, mine is restricted. Say you work towards achieving great success. Thank you.
Number 2, your income rate as well is restricted. What do I mean by that? I defined earlier that a paid job is a kind of work you do at a stipulated time and at a stipulated rate. Underline stipulated what? Rate. That means your income rate is what? Is restricted. There is a certain amount of money you are supposed to receive at the end of the day. There is a certain life that the government or the private firm you're working for, your employer is supposed to give you at the stipulated time of the month, either in hours or in days or in weeks or in months. In this side of the world, most of the time is what? At the end of 30 working day, the end of the month. And you are not supposed to live above your rate of income. Okay? And mind you, there is what we call the eagle eye in our country, Nigeria, known as the EFCC. If you are an employee and you're living above the rate at which you're supposed to live, your income rate is above what the government or the private firm has stipulated for you, my EFCC will come after you. And thirdly, you can't be financially free. You will not have financial independence. Like my mentor in business will say, Robert Kiyosaki, financial independence is when your rate of income far outweighs your rate of expenditure. Pastor Chris of the Believers Love War, Christ Embassy, will say that as we are growing, our expenses are expanding. The expenditure rate is expanding. The needs are expanding on daily basis. And if you are over dependent on that paid job, mind you, your income rate is what is restricted. A time will come when the rate of expenditure far outweighs your rate of income. And he said that it's going to lead to what? To what? It's heading towards what? Poverty. On the other hand, financial independence is when your rate of income far outweighs your rate of expenditure. You are receiving above what you are expending. If you over depend on paid job, you won't attain independence. Now, 90% of people that are independent in life, like the Robert Kiyosaki, the Mark Zuckerberg, the Bill Gates, to mention but a few, these men, Mike Adenugas, Bishop David Oyedepo's, these men the government cannot pay them of income, and that's where I'm going to now. We're here to motivate you to think above, outside the box, to think above over dependent on what? Unpaid job. I want us to get into the financial freedom rate. We're working towards that. If we over depend on it, it will definitely what? Affect us. Our life is restricted, our income rate is restricted, and above all, we cannot be what? Financially independent. And there is joy in that place of financial independence. There's this joke: everybody wants to be at the comfort zone, but nobody wants to be at the difficult zone. The difficult zone, there are few persons there. Those few persons are those that are what? Really financially free. They are financially free. They live an independent financial life. I want us to get there. Now, question of the day: what other reasons do you think over dependent on paid job can do to humans, to you, to me, to us? What other reasons? Go to the comment section of this video and put your comment there, because your comment will help us to go a long way. And don't forget to what? To subscribe, to like and share this video with someone if you have learned something. So next on My Boss TV is that we're going to be talking about a solution to over dependent on paid job, how you can get yourself out of being over paid job. Thank you once again for tuning in. See you next time.